Hello, good day everyone. Distinguished jurists and fellow inventors, thank you for this valuable opportunity to present our invention. From the heart of Indonesia, where biodiversity meets both innovations. Imagine a future where diabetes is not just managed, but truly understood, treated holistically from the molecular roots, guided by nature, and monitored with elegance through your smartphone. A future where therapy isn't just about pills and prescriptions, but about prevention, personalization, and the power of C. Today, we invite you to embark on a journey of discovery, innovation, and hope. This is not just an idea, this is a vision. A vision we proudly present through our innovation entitled Sophisticated Innovation of Natural Compounds from Arbacia Lixula COELOMIC fluid peptide targeting AKT1, EGFR, and VEGFR2 protein integrated with SWEETELE telemedicine and non-invasive biosensors as a holistic therapy for diabetes mellitus in achieving Sustainable Development Goals 2030. I'm Khairun, the presenter of this innovation, representing the Arbacia Lixula team from Andalas University, Indonesia, together with Farhan Aqsha, Muhammad Rifqi, Rizka Fauzia, Muhammad Raifa, Ardhan, Emia Yesa, Siti and Muhammad Razat. We are passionate about merging marine biotechnology with smart digital healthcare for a better world, for a healthier tomorrow. And now, let us begin with the background that inspired this innovation. Diabetes mellitus is not just a chronic disease, it is an escalating global crisis. In 2021, it ranked as the third leading cause of death in Indonesia, with over 57 deaths per 100,000 people. Globally, 111.2 million people aged 65 until 79 were affected. This number is expected to soar to 578 million by 2030 and reach 700 million by 2045. The financial burden? Staggering. From 323.8 billion US dollar in 2021 to over 1 trillion USD projected in 2045. Despite the availability of therapies, long-term treatment carries serious risk, renal, hepatic, and metabolic complications. What's missing is effective, accessible, and integrative approach, and this urgent gap is where our idea was born. To address this, we present sophisticated innovation of natural compounds from Arbacia Lixula COELOMIC fluid peptide targeting AKT1, EGFR, and VEGFR2 protein integrated with SWEETELE telemedicine and non-invasive biosensor as a holistic therapy for diabetes mellitus in achieving SDGs 2030. This is not just a therapy, it's a fusion of marine bioactive compounds, molecular targeting, and digital health, aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, let's understand the disease itself. Diabetes mellitus is a chronic metabolic disorder where insulin cannot properly regulate blood sugar, leading to hyperglycemia. This disrupts microvascular and macrovascular systems, causing the widespread damage. Modern research has shown that beyond glucose level, molecular mechanisms matter. At least 24 protein nodes are involved in DM development. And among them, AKT1, EGFR, and VEGFR2 stand out as the critical regulators of cell survival, growth, and vascular function. This forms the core of our targeting molecular approach. And talking about the current therapies, like metformin, GLP-1 analogs as a first-line treatment, however, they face multiple barriers, such as long-term medication often leads to non-compliance, side effects are inevitable, and cost plus accessibility remain major challenges, especially in developing countries like Indonesia. Clearly, we need a smarter, safer, and more sustainable solution. So, what's our solution made of? Let's explore the main components of our innovation. We start with the sea urchin, Arbacia Lixula, a marine species rich in bioactive compounds. Its coelomic fluid peptides are the source of our natural therapeutic agent. We target three key protein nodes involved in diabetes: AKD1, as important for the glucose metabolism, EGFR involved in cell signaling, and VEGFR2 linked to vascular health. Together, they are critical in controlling diabetic complications. To support this molecular approach, we introduce a non-invasive biosensors which monitors blood sugar without needles. And all of this is integrated with our telemedicine app, SWEETELE, which ensure real-time care, data monitoring, and remote consultation. So, in one system, we combine natural therapy, smart technology, and personalized care.
Now we will talk about three powerful bioactive components in Arbacia Lixula. The first is peptide component, labeled A through G, non-toxic, and have demonstrated strong binding affinity to key proteins such as AKT1, EGFR, and VEGFR2, which have roles in cell signaling and glucose regulation. In silico studies, these peptides successfully inhibited these protein activities, showing potential as natural anti-diabetic agents. The second is fucoidin component, a sulfated polysaccharide known for its multifunctional benefits, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-diabetic properties, which will regulate glucose metabolism and reduce oxidative stress. The third is echinochrome and saponins, a powerful combination to lower blood glucose levels, stimulate insulin secretion, support pancreatic health, increase GLUT4 expression, and protect kidneys from oxidative damage. To conclude, the Arbacia Lixula is not just a marine organism, it's a biological treasure chest. Its peptides, fucoidin, echinochrome, and saponins offer a powerful combination of natural compounds that work together to combat diabetes through multiple biological pathways. Now, let's take a closer look at AKT1. AKT1, a serine, ferrin kinase, a mediator between insulin receptors and intracellular responses, including functions in cardiac mitochondria. When insulin binds to its receptor on the cell surface, it activates a signaling cascade that involves PI3K, which in turn activates AKT1, promoting glucose uptake by facilitating the movement of GLUT4 transporters to the cell membrane, stimulating the glycogen synthesis, suppressing gluconeogenesis, and overall improving glucose metabolism. In diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes, this pathway is often impaired, leading to reduced insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake, making it promising anti-diabetic agents.
Okay, the next topic is mainly insulin signaling, AKT1, and metabolic dysregulation. This slide explains how disruption in the insulin or AKT1 pathway contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic disorder through four main mechanisms. The first one is feedback inhibition via mTORC1 or S6K1. Overactive AKT1 stimulate mTORC1 and S6K1, which phosphorylate ERS1, reducing its ability to transmit insulin signal. This negative feedback impairs insulin sensitivity. The second one is disrupt insulin signaling balance. Constant AKT1 activity causes insulin receptor downregulation on the cell surface and making cell less responsive to insulin. The third one is metabolic stress. Excessive AKT1 activity increases glucose uptake and fat synthesis, leading to fat buildup in liver and muscle, and oxidative stress and worsening is insulin resistant. The fourth is isoform and specific effect. AKT1 and AKT2 have distinct roles. AKT1 mainly regulate glucose metabolism, while AKT1 promotes cell growth. Imbalance between them can impair metabolism and promote abnormal cell proliferation. Okay, the next slide is the highlight the role of epidermal growth factor receptor or AGFR in diabetic kidney damage. EGFR is a receptor that, when activated by ligands like EGF, triggers cell growth and survival signal. In diabetes, high blood sugar and EGFR ligand excessively activate EGFR in kidney cells. This leads to fibrosis and tissue remodeling via downstream factors such as YAP or TAZ, worsening kidney injury. And targeting EGFR signaling is a promising approach to treat diabetic nephropathy.
The compensation mechanism of diabetes is upregulation of EGFR receptor. This upregulation leads to the excessive EGFR activity and causes patients to fall into worse conditions due to complication. For example, people who experience kidney injury due to diabetes, their EGFR activity and expression increase in the kidneys. EGFR signaling increases pro-inflammatory cytokines and cells and lead to aggravating tissue damage. As evidence, an experiment was conducted on mice with diabetes, and the mice was given EGFR inhibition treatment, and the treatment showed the kidney injury was reduced. For the other main theory is VEGFR2. VEGFR2 is a pro-angiogenic receptor, a receptor that induces a process called angiogenesis. This receptor plays a critical role in the formation and maintenance of blood vessel, or as known as angiogenesis. An excessive activity of this receptor lead to the excessive neovascularization, which are hallmarks of diabetes complication.
Moving to our next slide, VEGFR2 is essential for regulating endothelial cell activities, controlling blood vessel permeability, and producing nitric oxide. All of them are important for vascular health. However, when VEGFR2 is excessively activated, it can cause harmful effects to our body. Research indicates that if increased VEGFR2 levels are linked with higher HDL and non-HDL cholesterol and triglycerides, and it can also cause lower HDL cholesterol ratios. Overactivation of VEGFR2 harms podocyte cells, which are responsible for the filtering of the blood, leading to protein leakage and damage to the glomerulus. Peptide C and D can inhibit this overactivation and potentially protecting the kidneys. Too much VEGFR2 signaling raises blood vessel permeability and inflammation, worsening endothelial dysfunction, and lead to further kidney damage network. It also encourages neovascularization and disrupting the kidney tissue structure. VEGFR2 also influence cellular processes like autophagy and apoptosis, which contribute to the progression of diabetic kidney disease. Understanding the VEGFR2 roles in kidney damage opens up a new treatment that regulates this receptor to prevent or manage diabetic nephropathy and other kidney conditions. Moving to the next slide. The next material is highlight the traditional invasive blood glucose testing and presents a new non-invasive biosensor technology. Conventional glucose monitoring involves finger prick, which can cause pain, discomfort, and risk of infection into the patient. With frequent use, it could be leading to the poor patient adherence. According to the World Health Organization data, many diabetic patients avoid regular glucose testing due to the fear of needles or concern about wounds, which negatively affects disease control. A 2021 study in Diabetes Care Journal found that only 30 until 40% of diabetic patients regularly monitor their blood sugar levels. Continuous and real-time monitoring is vital for effective diabetes management and avoiding complications. We introduced a smartwatch equipped with gold nanofine particles biosensor that detect blood glucose non-invasively. The device combines advanced sensors technology with a wearable design for convenient ongoing monitoring. Its components include the strap, circuit board, casing part, display, and the core gold nanofine biosensor. Non-invasive glucose monitoring devices like this can greatly improve many things like the patient compliance, reduce the complication, and enhance the quality of life for the people with many diabetes.
Moving on to the next slide. In this slide, it is focused on explaining the main theory behind innovative approach to non-invasive blood glucose detection using advanced electrochemical biosensors. The concept revolves around integrating multiple modern technologies into one flexible and sensitive biosensor system. The integration is essential for enhancing the sensitivity, stability, and flexibility of glucose monitoring without any invasive methods. Specifically, we focus on non-invasive gold nanopine particles, which are designed to detect glucose through sweat. These needles are coated with various functional layers, from gold nanostructures and beta-cytamine to enzyme mixtures, all engineered to enable accurate and painless glucose sensing. Alongside the glucose nanopine needles, the system also incorporates several innovative components, including flexible electrochemical biosensors embedded with gold nanostructures, nanocomposite layers such as nitrogen-doped graphene quantum dots with polyaniline, electrochemical twin channels, and enzyme-based transdermal patch or ETCS with highly efficient electron transfer chain or ETC sensors. This slide shows a direct comparison between traditional glucose checks and the gold nanopine needle biosensor. The conventional checks use bloods from finger pricks, which can be painful, expensive, and generate medical waste. They also don't support real-time monitoring. In contrast, the gold nanopine needles biosensor use sweat, making it non-invasive, painless, and eco-friendly. It also offers a real-time glucose tracking, lower daily costs, and no medical waste. Also, some key advantages, including no finger pricks, cheap, safe materials, 24/7 smartwatch tracking, wearable convenience, and telemedicine connectivity through the SWEETELE app. This makes gold nanopine needles an innovative solution for diabetic care.
Okay, now let's meet SWEETELE. SWEETELE is not just an app. It is a digital friend for people with diabetes. Why did we create it? Because not everyone has easy to access hospital. Some live far away, some are busy, and some just feel more comfortable at home. Then we had an idea. Let's take care to them, not wait for them to come. Moving the slide, SWEETELE is patched with helpful feature, all in one place. First, order your diabetes medicine easily. Second, get reminded to take your med on time. Three, talk to doctor anytime via chat. 4. Check your blood sugar using a special sensor. 5. Learn healthy types that are easy to follow. It is like having a mini clinic in your pouch. Moving the slide, here comes the cool part. The main ingredient in SWEETELE's the therapy is from Sea Urchin. One type, Arbacia Lixula, has a natural compound that might help people with diabetes. And guess what? That sea urchin live in Indonesia rich ocean. That show that our marine life has so much power to help human health if we explore it wisely. Moving the slide, before we giving anything to patient, we test in carefully using computer simulation in silico. First, ligand preparation from the website PubMed and CBA. 2. Protein preparation using the Bovia Discovery Studio 2021. Third, identification of biologically activity using FastLine. 4. Linsky rule of 5 test. 5. Molecular docking using MOIL application. 6. Depth analysis and structure visualization of ligand receptor complex that help us know the compound is not just effective but also safe.
In silico study, this is molecular docking result of AQT1. Peptide C showed strong binding affinity and high docking accuracy, and peptide B also had good potential with minus 9.22 kilocalorie per mole and RMSD 1.98 Armstrong, but performed better than ATP, so it making the most candidate for diabetes mellitus type 2. Peptide B and C may be effective for AQT1 targeting agent. And for molecular docking result of EGFR2, Peptide C and D demonstrated good interaction with VEGFR2 and high binding affinity and high RMSD. And judges, with the complex analytical for this innovation, we are not only use AKT1 and VEGFR2, but also we are interested to research EGFR protein. In EGFR protein, peptide A, B, and C have high binding affinity and high accuracy too. So when we are do in silico molecular docking with AKT1, VEGFR2, and EGFR, I think inhibit this compound can effective for innovation therapy diabetes mellitus type 2. And why smartwatch are so needed? Why smartwatch? Why we choose smartwatch? We not only our curative based therapy, but we also consider preventive and rehabilitative aspect in order to achieve maximum therapeutic in diabetes mellitus type 2 patient. And back to question, why smartwatch? Why we choose smartwatch? For the first one, the majority of Indonesian people are actively using smartwatch. Two, this smartwatch is equipped with a monitor so we can know about blood sugar level patient. And three, we use biosensor in this smartwatch for display glucose activity. And some studies show such system improve time in range by up to 22.7% in diabetic.
Imagine a future where medicine comes from our own sea. Technology helps people from cities, and everyone in Indonesia gets better care. Sounds great, right? How does it work? First, nature's gift from our own waters. In Indonesia, we don't need to look far. Sea urchins, especially Arbacia Lixula, live in almost every coastal area. We have a natural treasure. Second, smart targeting for better treatment. This isn't just an ordinary treatment. It's smart. It targets important proteins in the body, AKT1, EGFR, and VEGFR2. It's like switches in our body. And the third, technology that reaches everyone. We use biosensors and telemedicine apps. No needles, no hospital trips, just a smartphone or wearable watch. To conclude, it's a solution for all Indonesia because we have one shared goal with Minister of Health decrees about building our own medicine supply and creating unified online system for medical tools and drugs. In short, to conclude, from the sea to science, from apps to access, this innovation brings health closer to everyone in Indonesia.
Okay, next, another topic is how to make medicinal product from the sea urchin or Arbacia Lixula. This slide outlines the step-by-step process for extracting and preparing medicinal peptide from the sea urchin Arbacia Lixula. The first one is COELOMIC fluid is collected from sea urchin using sterile technique. The fluid is centrifugate at high speed or 10,000 RPM for 15 until 30 minutes to separate cellular component, and the protein are precipitated from the fluid. And the sample undergoes dialysis to remove salt and small molecule. The proteins are broken down into peptide using enzyme, and the peptides are purified using chromatographic technique. Mass spectrometry or MS or SDS page is used to analyze the peptide. And the final product is tested in vivo for efficacy and safety.
Now, let's take a closer look at the design and material composition of our non-invasive biosensor system, one of the core innovations in this diabetes therapy platform. At the heart of this device is the gold nanopine needle, which are gold electrode modified with nanoneedle structure. This modification using the hyaluronate acid and beta-histamine significantly increases the surface area, optimizing the biosensor sensitivity and efficiency. So, the gold nanoparticle layer is further coated with the beta-histine, forming the gold layer and then layered with functional biocomponent. They are the PEGDE and the BSA, where we call the bovine serum albumin and glucose oxidase or COX, for as a binding matrix and for protein stability and the key enzyme that react with the glucose. The glucose detection process is enzyme-based and follow two main reactions. The first is glucose and oxygen convert to be the hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide convert to be the water and the two electron, where the electron generated from an electric signal proportional to the glucose concentration in sweat. The Bose conductivity we use in the NGKDS. The NGKDS or PANI nanocomposite is a highly conducive material enhancing signal transmission across the sensor. The device also includes the flexible substrate made from the polyinated phtalates or PEN, where all electrodes are mounted. It includes the WE and RE, where the reaction takes the place, which the maintenance a stable potential, there the function. Above the sensing components, we place the enzyme-based transitional pages. This microneedle pages is for penetrate the skin outer barrier and deliver hyaluronic acid to increase skin permeability and filter glucose through the Golgi membrane before it's detected. The final stage is the electrochemical sensor system, which convert electron flow into a measurable electric signal, correlating directly with the user glucose level immediately. This data is then transmitted via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to the SWEETELE app, enabling real-time blood glucose monitoring without needles or invasive procedure. So welcome to the integration of advanced biosensor technology into a smartwatch platform for holistic diabetes management. At the core of this innovation is a non-invasive biosensor using the gold nanopine and gold nano networks, which detect glucose level through contact with intestinal fluid in the skin. This sensor embedded into a smart-like device designed for comfort, stability, and continuous monitoring. Let me tell you how it works. The detection electrode comes into the contact with intestinal fluid. A constant current surge activates the sensor, which generates an electrical signal in response to glucose. The signal is amplified and filtered to ensure accuracy, then processed by two ADC modules. First is ADC1 and two is ADC2. ADC1 sends data to the smartwatch for local display, and ADC2 equipped with Bluetooth sends the data wirelessly to the SWEETELE app, a telemedicine platform for real-time monitoring and consultation. The display shows glucose level, battery status, and gives user access to additional features like data storage, consultation, and start or stop control, all via touchscreen interference. Making about energy efficiency, this system runs on the 3.3V battery. And in summary, this concept merges advanced biosensing gold nanopine into real-time digital processing and three Bluetooth-enabled call integration. And in this innovation is a user-friendly telemedicine interface to create a smart, non-invasive, and holistic tool for managing type 2 diabetes. So let's explore the core of our digital integration. The SWEETELE telemedicine, short for Sweetness Your Life By Tele. This application is designed as a digital companion for patients undergoing holistic diabetes therapy, especially those receiving Arbacia Lixula derived peptide compound targeting the key diabetic protein. The GUE was developed using the Q ketone to ensure rapid development and flexibility. The current interference represents the intestinal prototype, a functional foundation for remote monitoring and personalized care. On the login screens, patients are asked to input their name or medical record and the number or identity to access the personalized treatment protocol. And 3 is the glucose monitoring data from the connected biosensor and the graphical reports and also remote consultation with specialists. And the last is and the therapy updates. At the bottom, there are also an option for the new user to sign up, specifically register for future Arbacia Lixula based compound therapies. This app bridges the gap between cutting-edge biosensing, AI-supported diagnosis, and real-time telemedicine. And for the next slides, let's dive into the homepage of the SWEETELE telemedicine application, where digital health meets personalized care. At the top, the apps display patient profile and medical record number linked to the registration for Arbacia Lixula compound therapy, a targeted treatment for diabetes mellitus This data is secretly integrated with the Ministry of Health Registry in Indonesia. The app also features the GPS function, allowing seamless location syncing between the patient and healthcare provider, crucial for real-time updates and medical research mapping. Next, we have a consultation portal where user can connect it with a specialist or general practitioner. For protein-targeted therapy, this covers key diabetic proteins such as AKT1 and EGFR2 and EGFR2, which are modulated by Arbacia Lixula-derived natural compounds. The center section promotes health awareness and preventive care. It highlights supportive content like blood glucose education, motivational message, and reminder to keep diabetes under control, reinforcing as holistic approach for the platform. User can also optional consultation, such as early symptom tracking for blood vision, when they are slow to heal, sudden weight loss, and more. Each of these pathways can lead to AI-assisted triggered by chatbot or direct specialist consultation, ensuring early intervention and improved disease management. Moving on the consultation page on the SWEETELE. The application page from the SWEETELE is where patients are empowered to take charge of their health through specialist-guided medical support. At the top, user can search for a specific specialist using keyword based on their symptom or medical concern. Below this, we present categories as medical expert available directly, teleconsultation. The platform offers access to various specialists, including general practitioner for initial screening, common diabetic symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, and excessive urination, and internal medicine specialists, ophthalmologists, cardiologists, otolaryngologists, and neurologists, obstetrician, and also each specific button includes example question to guide user on what to ask, ensuring more focused and productive consultation. Next, we have a daily activity and monitoring page, which play a vital role in ensuring long-term health engagement for patients, particularly those undergoing Arbacia Lixula compound therapy. At the top, users are recommended and promotes with a daily physical activity reminder, asking, have you exercised today? The simple yet effective interaction is supported by a multifunctional alarm system that notifies users if they haven't now reached their targeted exercise goals. These alerts are consumed according to the patient health plan, assessed by nutritionists and medical team. Just below that, we display real-time updates on the body weight and daily caloric intake, both for the which are synced with the user medical record. This feature reflects the patient ongoing process after initiation Arbacia Lixula therapy and helps in consistency in the lifestyle management. Further down, we present a post-therapy monitoring section for key biomarkers, specifically AKT1, EGFR2, and EGFR2. This section helps track essential physiological parameters, including first, blood sugar level, 2, T-peptide concentration, and 3, genetic and immune response, and the last, an overall vital sign. This insight for a holistic overview the user internal health set, enabling clinicals to adjust treatment protocol in the real time. And additionally, just app tracking step count and exercise duration, make it easy for user monitor how much they have moved each day in relation to their personal goals. This slide illustration the projected short-term and long-term impact for our innovation, particularly through the implementation of SWEETELE telemedicine, non-invasive biosensor, and Arbacia Lixula-based therapy. In the short term, we highlight the main area of benefit for the diabetes patient. There will be a reduced dependence on conventional medication thanks to safer and more affordable natural therapies. Real-time health monitoring through the non-invasive biosensor allows it easier access to remote health via SWEETELE, significantly minimizing hospital visits. And the 2 is a for health system. The impact includes alleviating overcrowding in a healthcare facility. 2, it increases hospital efficiency by lowering routine hospitalization rate. And 3, improve public awareness around the diabetes prevention and control. And the three is for environment. The bio-utilization of Arbacia Lixula support a circular economy by transformation marine waste into valuable service products. Moving on the long-term impact, we anticipate a snowball effect across multiple sectors. We promote better health outcomes, educational access, economic inclusive, and technology in alignment with the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 3, 4, H, and 10. So, and the next is for the government. For the government, the smallest ranges the national health system through the digital innovation. It contributes long-term cost saving by saving focus from the treatment to prevention. It improves the National Health Development Index. For research and industry, it's a very major stimulus for Indonesian biotechnology and biodiversity-driven research in Indonesia and also the world. And the last is the for global community. This approaches offer a model for natural-based diabetes therapy. Two, it generates a sustainable environment, specifically in coastal and underserved area. Three, and its positions our telemedicine biosensor integration as a replicable healthcare innovation for other developing nations. In summary, this innovation has a power initiate change direction from direct patient benefit to national policy transformation as a global scalability. This defines slide summaries integrated concept of our holistic diabetes therapy system, combining three core innovations. At the top, we have the Arbacia Lixula protein therapy. This natural marine-based protein therapy works by targeting AKT1 and EGFR2 and VEGFR2 pathway, supporting insulin refinement and helping regulated blood sugar level. What makes it significant is that it has been designed to be accessible to patients across all 34 provinces in Indonesia and the world through a digital health platform. It also shows minimal side effects, making it sustainable for the long-term treatment. To deliver and monitoring this therapy effectively, we integrate it with SWEETELE, a telemedicine platform. SWEETELE serves the three main purposes. It acts as central hub for patient education, treatment planning, and communication between patient and the healthcare professional. It collects blood sugar data from the user via connected biosensor. And the three is provide ongoing insight into the patient health, including side effect, monitoring, and medication schedule. To support real-time health monitoring, we include a non-invasive biosensor, gold nanopine needle. This biosensor invasively detects blood sugar via sweat without the need for needles and send that data directly to the SWEETELE apps, the two motivated patients by giving them immediate feedback on their condition and progress. And importantly, it addresses the cause, compatibility, and waste issue often seen with traditional diagnostic tools. Together, their components Arbacia Lixula therapy, SWEETELE telemedicine, and gold nanopine biosensor form a comprehensive patient-centered solution for managing diabetes in a smarter, safer, and more sustainable way. This is our reference. We have collecting data from any journal and any books to make these innovations, and also by the in silico study. For the last, diabetes is not a verdict, but a call to action. Science, technology, and collaboration, we create a world where diabetes no longer stands in the way of quality of life. And thank you for being part of this audience today. And thank you for your attention. This is from us, from Andalas University student, a new innovation for the better world and the future. Thank you.